Bagfuel, baby.
Are you getting your records at least on the show?
Yeah, I did. I got my record Work the Block synced in Power.
All right, sync fees. Sync fees is good.
Under my label, so you know.
So you getting your money, you getting your publishing. You got your own publishing company?
Yes, we do.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So you're getting double money. So you get the front end and you getting the back end money.
He said you're getting double money.
Yeah,
you're getting double money.
Because I see you talking about that.
Yeah, you gotta have your own publishing. See, you can get publishing. This is what people don't understand. You always gonna get publishing, but in order to get the back end publishing, you have to have your own publishing company.
What did you see him talking about that?
I seen him talking about that on his page.
Yeah, and
I think it was one of the shows y'all had.
Yeah, probably.
He was talking about it, and you was asking somebody, "How do you get it?"
Cormega.
Like how? Yeah,
Cormega.
That's who it was. Cormega, legend. I'm sorry, I love
Cormega.
And he was basically saying how he never had an issue with getting his. He named somebody that he used, but you know who brought it to my attention? My man Mike Brown.
I got a bomb to drop on you about that, about Cormega.
Yeah.
If you look at his post the following day, that he left me because he called me, and he said he realized that the publishing he was talking about was Performance Royalties. I actually said something about this on the last show that we just taped because he brought it to my attention. He went home and thought about it and said, I'm not getting my mechanical royalties though.
Yeah.
And that's what I didn't want to rock the boat with the show and be like, that's not what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But I said, yo, not just that royalty, it's the mechanical royalty when you're not with a record label that's hard for you to get. And people don't know about the mechanical royalty. But if you have a back-end publishing company, they'll at least start to try to find it and you can hire somebody. You might get it. It's still hard. But people got to get their business together and get the right people to find their money because you got money everywhere, no matter where you are. It's in Zimbabwe. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what my man Mike Brown that works at Columbia was telling me. He said, yo, you probably got so much money out there that you don't even realize. He said, but I got a guy that he'll charge a fee, but he can
3.6% is what the fee should be. But if he's not with a major company, he's going to try to get 7 to 10. Still pay him.
Still pay him because it's worth it.
It's still worth it. You know what I'm saying? Because the big companies be like, we'll take 3.6%. Yeah, because you're a big company. But if you want this dude to keep finding your money, you got to give him some type of incentive to keep going to get your money because he's going to have to keep finding it. It's not a one-time deal.
How long does the process take over time to gather? Like 7 months, 8 months?
Hell no, nigga. It was like I got a Beyonce credit, which you know, for the Jumpin' Jumpin' that's on the new record. And my man did the Jumpin' Jumpin'. I was his manager. I got 10% of his sample, right?
Oh, big boy.
I'm about. I
don't get the stuttering now.
Don't stutter now. I didn't get paid.
That check.
But look, he was saying we thought the check was coming in September because it's Beyonce, right? But I told him, I said, I doubt if it's coming that fast. He said probably March. I said no, next year September.
Yeah,
it's probably when if I'm lucky, I'll get it next year September. It's gonna be a biggie.
Yeah,
we know that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we know. You heard what you just said. Said Beyonce.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. But
how long does it take?
Oh, you said how long it takes? He said 6 months.
Yeah, no, it could take. It all depends on when the paperwork is done. Because the album every record has to be signed off on the album in order for you to get paid. So they'll tabulate, but if one person's not signed off on, you can't get the money for that album. Everybody got to sign off. But usually because it's a Beyonce, you don't really have that occur because you don't want to fuck with her because you'll never get on the record. Nobody else will put you on the record because they'll label you as a problem. If you ain't going to settle on a Beyonce record, which you know is through the roof, it's something wrong with you.
That's crazy you said that because that's kind of like the same way with getting the records placed in TV. You know, the producers and everybody got to sign off and agree to, you know, the publishing and everything, like, you know, everything. But see, what I did was I paid the producers right out.
It's my man.
Because now, independent.
And now it's your record.
It's my record. I own it.
You own 100% of it now.
You know what I'm saying?
But at least you paid them out. Yeah. So although they're probably going to be tight later because they're not going to understand about the money that they missed, but that's a learning experience for them. You got to go, they should have had some representation.
You're a person that understood a lot of the principles being around Five. Because I'm hearing the lingo. I'm like, this is all Five's tactics. Not to say that wouldn't be in you. I just think it's streamlined faster within you. You're like, oh, I seen boy do that, boom, boom, boom. What are some principles that you're just like, to this day, I'm glad I was around to see this because I know how to.
Well, you know what's crazy? I think for me, a lot of people don't know, I was kind of ahead of a lot of things. I was already like doing my own thing and knowing the business a lot. You know, I brought a lot to the table. Like I brought Beanie Siegel to 50.
Hold on.
A lot of people don't know that. I was responsible for that.
Bringing Beanie to 50?
Bringing Beanie Siegel to G-Unit, I did that.
Got you.
The Go Off record, I made that happen. I A&R'd a record on 50 Cent's album on Animal Ambition. The joint with him, Jeezy, and Snoop, I did that.
Oh, major distribution.
Major distribution. I did that.
Yeah.
Winning Circle, I did that. I A&R'd those 2 records.
I know your name for that. Not even for rapping, for that DC, because I always looked at him as a producer because I knew about that stuff, and that's producer stuff. That's what producers do.
I knew about all the rapping and the street shit.
I knew about that. When I thought about Mike Knox, I thought about Mike Knox as a producer because I knew he helped to put things together. I thought he actually produced the records. You know what I'm saying?
I know how to put, I know how to make it work.
I like that angle and perspective too, because it just shows like, hey, I'm seeing my connections, and sometimes people be knowing people and they don't put them together for obvious reasons. What if they don't click and people like, yo, you brought this person in the circle?
But you know what that does too? That shows loyalty, and that shows 50 that this dude
ain't waiting for a handout.
Knows how to do other things. Yo, it's not important just to be a rapper. You got to know how to make money.
And you know what's crazy? In a lot of situations, when I would put them together, I never would be concerned about the money. I was building the relationship. A lot of people don't understand. You gotta build. Now I went to. You gotta give me something, my man. Like, but before, a lot of my relationships was built strongly off of making things happen. Somebody might call me and need to get to this person. Oh, I got you. Boop, put them together. Like I stopped a lot of stuff. That's why I get a lot of respect in the streets, because I stop a lot of things, because I might have been incarcerated with these guys, or I might have grew up with this person. And it's like, yo, bro, come on, y'all need to fix this shit. It ain't
bringing
really
peace.
Listen, man.
You know what I'm saying?
When you can bring peace, you're a very valuable person to a lot of people. That's the money talk. You know what I'm saying? Money talk is, how can we make this work? When niggas' minds ain't right, you can't make it. I don't give a fuck about them. No, you got to give a fuck about your livelihood.
All the time. And